Welcome everyone to the show. I'm your host Don Vic. What's up? What's up? What's up? This is the place where you find new talent, new faces, upcoming stars here live on the show all the time. What up? What up? What up? What up? Facebook? What up? Instagram? What's up? TikTok? What's up? Everyone around the world? What's good? What's good? What's good? Thank you guys for tuning in and showing support here live on the show all the time. Appreciate you guys. Definitely. We got a great show today. Um, we have an actress coming up here, filmmaker, award winner, actress, producer, um, Heidi Mikac. Hopefully, she can join us today. We can get to talk to her and find out what she got going on this present day. I'm excited to see if she comes on the show. We did have to reschedule Jonathan Holbrook. He had some things to do, so we won't be doing that show tonight. We will reschedule that for a later date. Hopefully, he can come on a later time. Uh, but I want to thank Sean Ellis that was on the show the other night with me. He came on for a while, and I always have a good time with Sean. Anytime he's on, anytime he comes on the show, he we have a good time, you know. So big shout out to Sean. You know what I mean? Appreciate it. So um big shout out to Susan, also Susan Victoria. She had a show on the other night. She was on with some of her friends. I tuned in almost at the end of the show that she had going on. Um, so I didn't really catch everything that was going on her show, but it seemed like a great show. So big shout out to Susan, Victoria. Big shout out to Pam Ellis, and everyone else. Alicia McFadden, Derek McFadden. That was on my good friend Tammy, um, the Ghost Whisperer. Tammy, Tammy, Tammy's amazing. I love her to death. So we was on last night for a while, and we had fun. We talked about certain things and few things and this and that, and we had a good laughter. Um, we showed some footage that Sean and Alicia had on an investigation that they did prior, and we got some good footage. So that was good to watch. You know, um, it's always great to watch something that you're not expecting to watch, right? But I had fun, yesterday with Sean. Hi Susan. Talking about the devil. Hi Susan. Um I was just saying how I was logged into your show last night, Susan, and I got the last of it. I didn't quite get everything because I got in there late. You were shutting down with your friends, but it seemed like you had a nice show last night. Um, so maybe next time I can catch you on a live. Um, your ears were burning. I bet they were. I'm telling you guys, Susan got some jokes with her. I'll tell you. So that's the great thing about having a show. You can bring people aboard the show. You can talk to people and find out exactly what they're doing and what they're up to. A lot of the people that do come on my show have their own show, like Suzanne, um, Sean, which is he'll be on tonight at 7, I believe. I think I'll be able to make that because I had to cancel my show for 7 today, and so I'll probably be on at Takes to watch it if my guests don't show up. Um, because that sometimes it happens. Sometimes guests forget that they're on the show, or they busy, or they get caught up with something, and things happen. But we always give them the benefit of the doubt and give them time to try to get on the show. Um, What's up, Sean? Oh, you guys are hearing me talk about you guys? Oh my God. So yeah, so Sean, I was just talking about us about last night, how great it was, and how we had so many people on last night, and we was enjoying the conversation and the videos that you posted up last night with Alicia that were great, and we had fun. It's always good to have people on your show, you know, even if it's just to kick it or just talk about certain topics, you know what I mean, and just get it rolling. The thing about my show, it's not like the paranormal, it's a little different. I bring all types of people here, actors, comedians, even paranormal investigators, book writers, and just people in general that have a story to tell. As long as it has a great ending, I always like to bring those people here on the show just to kind of like inspire others and stuff like that, because that's what this show is all about. It's about inspiring people and uplifting people and helping people to get to the next level if I can do that. um I want to say happy holidays to everybody too, by the way, because I might not be able to see everybody. So happy holidays to everyone that I don't see, and that are busy, you know. Thank you, Sean. As You as well, man. You're great. You're awesome, Sean. Um, and some of these people that are on my panel been with me for a long time, but we've been friends for a long, long time. And that's what I call support. Um, and they come on my show, I come on theirs. They watch my show, I watch theirs, and that's what's part of supporting each other is. Um, you know, I do have other platforms that I do go in. I got TikTok that I go there and what I do there is different. I go there and I do music videos. I do videos and stuff, um, and I sing with other with girls and stuff like that, and I do videos with them, which I enjoy doing. Because I love music and I like entertaining people. So that's what I do on my TikTok. IG, I just post stuff and things that are coming up, kind of like what I do here on Facebook. So hold on, give me 1 second. I hear my phone. I hear my phone taking. Give me 1 second. Okay. I just want to make sure it's not my. Want to make sure it's not my guest. Oh, sorry. Make sure it's not my guest hitting me. Um, oh, it's making her put in password. I'm sorry. It is. It won't let her in. Um, okay, it won't let her in. Let me see. So yeah, so she's actually having problems getting in. I don't think she has StreamYard. So I don't know how she can get in. I told her to send me the email. Maybe I can send it through email and she can get in. Okay, let me see. Give me 1 second. Okay. Hold on. If you're on your phone, Yeah, she's gonna try her laptop. But she did give me her email. Let me try her email. HELD HIDIV 90 and Gmail. Okay, let me see if I can copy this and send it to her email. Maybe that would work. How do we go in that? Give me a sec. Oh man, I don't know this. Okay, to send to HEID HEIDV 90. And um, okay, I think I got her. Hold on. I think I got her. Hold on a second, folks. I thought I heard a pop. Yeah, I think I have her here. Let me see. Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Jesus, you almost blew my eardrums.
I'm so sorry.
I'm only kidding. I'm just kidding. So I got you here. I don't see you, but I can hear you.
Okay, great. I would put my camera on, but on my laptop it's super blurry. I don't know why.
Okay. Well,
It's weird.
you're here anyway, so I
Yeah,
appreciate you making the effort to get here.
please
Um,
enjoy that picture of me holding a giant potato.
I am. I'm enjoying that, folks. Please welcome Heidi Mikac. She is
Mikac.
a film. What is it?
It's Mikac.
Mikac. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you're okay.
So she is a filmmaker and award winner. She's also actress and a producer. Oh my God, you wear so many hats.
I do, including that Santa
That's
hat.
I need a hat, by the way. You have one?
I have plenty.
Jesus Christ, I need
Got
one.
you. I got you, man.
Okay. So wow. You I see a lot of work that you've
Yeah.
done or working on. Um so happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you. It was December 6th, not too long ago.
Mhm. Okay, you a youngster.
I don't
You're a
know about
youngster.
that.
Okay. So I'm gonna go a little. I'm gonna take you back a little bit before you became a filmmaker. Or okay, so I want to go back to where you were a social worker.
Mhm.
Um, so how did you switch over to becoming a filmmaker? Was that while you was either going to school for to becoming a social worker? Like how did that happen?
Well, I'm still a social worker. I'm a school social
Okay.
worker. Yeah, I work at two elementary schools. So I'm a social worker and I'm a filmmaker. I don't know how I have time for everything, but it's nice being a school social worker. So I have more time like on weekends and I have holidays and summer off. So I got plenty of time to do filmmaking. I was a theater girl my whole life, ever since I was
Right.
like 10. And then in 2023, I auditioned for a short film and it all just kind of went from there. So I've been a filmmaker since 2023.
Yes, you have. That's so I'm glad you don't go you're not a social worker at my elementary school.
It can get wild.
Okay. I'm glad you don't go to my school. Okay.
Oh
So
man.
so tell me, what are some of the things you love about being a filmmaker?
Oh my gosh, there's so many things. I love creating worlds, and I love seeing those worlds come to life on screen, on set. I love working with people. I love it when the actors have different ideas. When they kind of come up with their own thing. They might like change up a line a little bit, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like I love that kind of like aha moment. It's amazing when I'm writing and it's like it all makes sense in my head, and then like we're on set and I'm like, oh no, it's not working, and so we all work together to make it work. I think that's my favorite thing about it is just working together, and everybody just everybody who's involved, the DPs, the actors, audio guys, whoever's there, they're all there to make this crazy story that I came up with come to life. I think that's my favorite thing. It's a family, and I just love it. It's so fun.
You said a key word. Um, you like the fact when people bring their ideas, and I think that makes a director, a filmmaker, the best that there is because like you said, sometimes you write something, right? Because I write too. Sometimes you write a script and in your head it's perfect, it's the way you want it. Then when you get to the scene, something changes.
Yeah.
Like one of the actors, might say, bring an idea, say, hey, Heidi, how about if I add this to it? Um, or do this.
Yeah.
And you give them that leeway to do that. That's great. I mean,
Oh
because
yeah.
it's bringing more into your story, and I like to work with directors like that to give me that leniency to not just be do a little bit of what I want to do, but to give them another idea. Say, hey, I know this is what you want done, but what if you add this to it? What do you think?
Yeah.
And just hear me out. And they
Yeah.
might say, man, I like that. I like that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
And then we make it happen and it comes out better than what we both thought. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I think that's a great way to direct uh, uh, a set where you can do that with actors and give them that because sometimes actors feel more comfortable when they can work with the director versus you say no, it needs to be
Mhm.
said this way, it needs to be done this way. Now they feel a little intimidated because they're like, damn, but
Yeah.
shit, how am I going to maneuver this? I
Yeah.
wanted to do it like this, but now I can't because they don't want it that way.
Yeah, I'm
So
very
I say,
picky on the
yeah,
way that
go ahead.
I speak to I'm very
Mhm.
picky on the way I like speak to my actors too, because I don't want to, because I know I need to be like assertive. I need to let them know like this is how I want it. But
Right.
I try to say it in a way that it doesn't sound like I'm like being a dictator. I don't want to be like that. So I'm very like, how about instead of saying it this way, let's try it this way. Or like, I really like what you did, but let's try it this. I don't know. I've worked with a lot of directors in the past, mostly like in plays, and they could be assholes. No
Hmm.
offense. But I just
Right.
they can just be jerks sometimes, and I was like, I'm not gonna be like that. I don't want to be
Right.
like that. I want people to have fun. I don't want people to, think like, gosh, what did I do wrong? Did I do something wrong? I just want to give actors that freedom, that space to, but let them develop their character. Let
Yeah.
them have some freedom. So that's my favorite part of being on set for sure is letting people find their creative freedom through my stories.
That's great. I like that. That's when I work with directors and they are like that. I love it. I Those are the people that I will always want to work with. That's why I work with Nicole and Sean C. Phillips because they
Mhm.
like that. Sean writes it with his brother. You write the story, they bring it to you, they give you the script, you read it, they say, well, do it as the script is, and if you got anything else you want to add to it, then do it. you
Mhm.
know, or if there's something in the script that you think you got something that fits the same thing, and it might be better than that, then let us know, and then
Yeah.
we'll look at it. We might run with it because, yeah, because sometimes we write things and in our minds we think it's perfect, but then somebody might come with a better idea,
Yeah.
and you'll be like, wow,
Yeah.
like so. For like example, like I wrote something, right? Oh, and I read something, and the guy was like, okay, so I want you to come out the door, you know, open the door and start shooting, right? Like come out
Mhm.
the door and start shooting. And I said, why not jump out the window, break the window, and as I'm flying sideways, I'm shooting, boom, 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 right, and land.
Yeah.
That's a more like, oh wow, that was exciting, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, let's try that. And we shot it, and it was just so dope. The way it was just so outstanding, and they were like, man, this is what I'm talking about, creative.
Yeah.
So the door thing went out the window, and we shot that. We shot it. We took like 2 takes, and we got it. And that scene was really really good.
Oh, that's so
So
cool. That's so cool.
yeah, so like yeah, and so like when you're like you, like me, we writers and
Mhm.
creators. When you're a creator, it's always good because you always come up with different things. You can write something in a script, and you get to the site, and you be like, "No, I'm going to change it because
Oh, yeah.
now I see
All the
something.
time.
Now I see
Yep.
something. I see something different. I can do
Yeah.
something else."
Yeah. It
Okay.
always feels different on set. Always. It's amazing.
Mhm. Right. So when you cast your actors, what are
Mhm.
some of the things you look for in an actor to to hire that person?
I always say the first 3 seconds are crucial. If you don't have me in those first 3 seconds, I'm probably not gonna cast you, and I'm serious about that. Like, if I can tell that you're, timid, if I can hear that kinda robotic, I cannot act very well voice, I most
Right.
likely, I'm not gonna cast you. What I look for is, something unique. As an example, the actress that I chose to play my mom, Jenna, in Wherein Lies Continue, her name's Stephanie Riley. I
Mhm.
was hooked right away, and what I liked about her is that she um, brought something to the character that I didn't imagine when writing Jenna, because I always kind of imagined that Jenna is a very nurturing, and she is, and the way Stephanie did it, she is like very nurturing, but just kind of that, just typical mom, like, it's okay, honey. But like what she did, she was really funny and quirky, which I
Mhm.
hadn't seen the other actresses do. She did something very quirky. She did something unique, something different that like I was like, oh, I never thought about Jenna that way. So
Right.
any like advice for people that are auditioning is like, try to be unique. Try to, look at the character and be like, because, she's supposed to be a young mom. She had these girls when she was a teenager. So she's still kind of trying to figure out how to raise these girls because she's still very young.
Right.
So that's why I
Right.
chose Stephanie because she brought that kind of quirkiness to it. So that's definitely what I look for. It's just when people bring something different and I can tell how passionate they are about the role.
Awesome. What are some of the things you don't like when you're on
Mm.
set?
That I don't like on set. I hate it when the
Mhm.
DP tries to control me. I hate it when the DP.
That's
I'm
always
being
the
real.
problem.
I'm being real. I hate it when the DP tries to tell me what to do or doesn't listen to me. Like, perfect example. I won't say what the project was, and I won't say who the DP was. But perfect example, what I wanted the DP to do was I wanted the DP to um, focus on this picture of a little girl, and then I wanted him
Mhm.
to go down, like just pan the camera down and show the older version of the girl like, pouting because I just thought it would be so funny. He did not listen to me. He didn't do it, even though I told him to do it. And he just would not do it. I was like, just just know what's going on. And I was very new as a director then. It was like the first thing that I ever really directed. And I was just like, okay, I guess he's not going to listen to me. But now I'm a little more firm. I'm like, do it. What are you doing? Did you do it? Let me see. I make sure it's always very difficult to, like, I'm acting in it and I'm directing. So it's kind of like, I could be like in the middle of an emotional scene, I'm crying, and then I'm like, let me see that footage real quick to make sure it looks okay. So
that's funny.
It's rough. It's a lot of work. It really is. But yeah, that's definitely something that can be kind of difficult. It's difficult too if you're working with an actor that doesn't do what you want them to do. Like, like I one time asked an actor, hey, try it this way, and she was just like, you never told me to do it that way before. Why are you telling me to do it like this now? And I'm just like, because that's how I want you to do it. Like, what? So yeah, when people don't listen and when they get offended, that gets really irritating. Because again, I really try to ask people in a very polite way so that I don't offend them. But sometimes they get offended and it's annoying. So like, stop that.
Yeah, I think, Heidi, sometimes people just don't understand how this works.
Yeah.
So, and you tell someone what you just said, and they be like, "Why do I have to do it?" That's not the question. The answer is, okay, let's try it. Because
I don't want any questions.
Because you right, you're the writer, you're the one with the vision. So if I did something that it doesn't quite fit what you wanted, and you tell me, no, Victor, let's try it like this. You should be knowledgeable enough to say, okay, she didn't like it. Let me do it her way. Okay, let's try it like that.
Yeah.
Boom. And do it and try to do the best at it. You know what I mean? Because what people don't understand is when a director tells you to do it this way is because they either didn't like that way you did it, or they just want to change it up a little bit. So you just got to go with the flow.
Yeah,
don't give the director.
Yeah, don't direct the director. That annoys me.
Just don't direct the director. Tell them it don't go like that.
That just doesn't even make sense.
It don't.
Charlie Brown Christmas. You gotta listen to the director. Just listen to me.
For real, that's why your name is the director.
Exactly. I wrote the dang thing. I know what I'm doing. Don't trust me. I think what helped me too is that I'm a theater girl. I've been in the theater since I was 10. And, a lot of people who started in film, they've only been doing it for a few years or acting for a few years. So they're not really used to that direction. I'm used to it. I'm used to directors tell me what to do. So I learned like how I want to do it. And I think that's been very beneficial for me, for sure. But for some people, they're like, well, I don't want to listen to you. And I'm just like, okay, then why am I even here? Maybe I should just go home.
Right. And sometimes too, ladies, Heidi, some things are challenging, for people that they're not ready for that.
It's true.
Challenge, so, and when you come to this type of business, you have to be ready for challenges. This is a very challengeable industry, and if you want to make it, if you want to get these roles, especially if you're like doing a lot of indie stuff, you have to be able to sacrifice a lot of stuff to be able to get these roles, and that's what I've learned as an actor as well, is to learn how to fit in, and do what I'm told to do, because it's an image that we're looking for. Right, it's a picture that you as a director or writer is looking for. So I have to think kind of like the director and the writer. Okay, this is what they want, so this is what I got to bring out. So I want to be that same director, like what you are when I start filming my stuff, is to be open and to listen to ideas, and bring the best out of actors. I want them to feel comfortable, because when they're comfortable, they can create better. Versus where they oh my God, she got me nervous, and now they're a little bit of holding back because they want to be perfect, but they can't because they're scared. So I want them to be down. You know what I mean? Just be open.
Oh yeah.
So, you, have you ever had a an incident where you went on set and you felt that way, like where you was like out of place, like you felt like you was nervous, like you couldn't get your character out? Did you ever had that happen?
Um, Mostly like in theater. It would depend on the director. Sometimes
Okay.
I'd get really bad directors that were really mean. Um,
Mm,
on film, not really. I mean, of course, when I started, I was a little I think the first movie I ever like really directed was a film called The Recovery 3. And
mhm.
I'll admit I felt a little out of place because again, the DP didn't really listen to me. He actually even told he told me to
What do you
leave the
say?
room. He told me to leave the room at one point, and I was like, "Okay." And I'm sitting on the steps, and one of the actors is like, "Aren't you supposed to, like, be directing?" And I was like, DP told me to get out of the room." And I was just like I'm thinking back, and I'm just like, "Why did I let him do that to me?" I'm like, "What?" So
That is
I'm
so funny.
yeah, it was. I was just like, "What is happening? Like, why am I even here?"
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it drove me nuts. That's why I'm super picky with my DPs now. That's why I love Mike Yance. He is my dude. He is my favorite DP I've worked with. He listens to me and he does what I want him to do and he comes up with a lot of really cool ideas. We just work really well together. It's a good balance.
Right,
So I love my
right,
dude Mike. He's been great.
right. And and that's you just said another key word. When you work with a lot of people and you work with different DPs, once you get the right one, you always going to want to work with that person. That person
Oh
is
yeah.
always going to have a job because the the chemistry that you have with him, not just with the films, but just understanding each other, and you guys can, you know, um, understand each other and get to that point where okay, we need to change something. How are we going to do it and
Yeah.
come to an understanding and make it happen. So that's very important.
Oh yeah.
Um, and
Very.
and I can see why a lot of industries, film industries, don't like to hire new people because they already got their team.
Yeah, I know I've kind of gotten criticism for that for like you're always casting the same people. A lot of it is because I don't trust a lot of people. I don't, I've been screwed over so many times and I just want to stick with the people that I can trust.
Right. Yeah.
I've got a lot of new people and where lives continue, but they are people I know I can trust. I'm really really happy with the cast. They're all going to be really fun to work with.
Right. And you know what they deliver.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you don't have to overlook things because you already know you worked with them. You already know what they're capable of doing. So you
Yeah.
can leave that guy alone and go work and do whatever you need to do because you know he's going to do his job.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
so it's not like an actor. You can always get new actors. That's one
Yeah.
thing. But like the filming crew, if you got a real good filming crew, sound guy, editor, you want to keep those same people all
Oh
the time
yes.
because you know they're doing the work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So people don't understand that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
like I mean, you can have most amazing story, but if you have a DP that doesn't know what they're doing, and you have, crappy sound, it's gonna ruin the whole movie. So I'm super picky with my crew now too.
you have to because you got
Yeah.
to think about it. It's your name going on that film. It's
Yes.
your baby. So
Mhm.
I say the same thing. I mean, when I put something out, I want to put the best I can because
Yes.
it's my name behind it, and just not just my name, but I got all these people behind me that
Yeah.
represent me, and just I don't want to film just to film. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I
Yeah.
just don't want to go out there and just say, "All right, Haiti, action, do your thing,"
Yeah.
and be
Exactly.
okay, and be okay with the first thing you give me, and say,
Yeah.
"Okay, next." No,
Oh.
I didn't kind of like that one. Hey, can you do it again? Maybe this time, throw your hair out or,
Right.
trip a little bit, trip,
Yeah.
whatever the case.
Yeah, yeah,
let me see you trip, fall, and then get up and run.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So, stuff like that. So,
yeah.
it's very important when you putting something out there with your name on it.
Hmm.
Um, So let me ask you this: when you doing your when you're on set, do you like having your writer there on set or no?
Well, I'm always the writer, so
Right. But
but
if you wasn't the writer, say I was the writer,
yeah.
right? Would you want me on set?
That's a tricky question because I have, worked with people where, like, both of us are the writer and we both have kind of different visions for how we want something to
Hmm.
go. Like, maybe I wrote a scene and this is like my scene that I wrote, and like they have this vision for it, but I have this other vision for it and I'm the one who wrote it. So, like, I really want to go with my vision. That's why I really
Right.
like to just write by myself. I'm selfish,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
really like I like to just write by, because some people, they think I'm going on a tangent here, but some people think all they have to do is like write one little thing in the script, like one little sentence, and they're the writer. And it's like I wrote like 100 pages, and they wrote maybe like 3 lines, and they think they're the writer, and that's what drives me insane. That's why I just want to write
Uh,
by myself. But yeah, no, I that's a good question though. Like, let's say like I wasn't the writer and I had the writer on set. I don't know. I mean, I might want to get some like advice, or like let them or ask them, like make sure I got their vision right. I guess it would depend on the writer. I mean, I don't think I would mind having the writer on set if they wanted to make sure that their vision is coming to life in the way that they want it. But yeah, I
yeah.
think I'd be okay with that. It would depend.
I agree with you for that same reason that you just said what you said. Some
Mhm,
people say they don't like the writer because the writer like wants to take over and this and that, and they don't like the writer. Directors don't like writers on set. They just like to
mhm.
do it their own way. But I think I agree with you 100% for so many reasons. Um, you know, make sure that is being done correctly. They're the writers. They is their vision. Um,
Yeah,
Maybe the character that they gave you in your head, you think you brought that character out, but the writer's not there, and then you do it, and then I watch it and say, but that's not the character I had in
mhm,
mind. So having the writer there on set, and you do your table read, and then you act out you do your character so that the writer can see it. That way, if he's there and you do something that it's not in the mind, he can say, "Well, no, that's not the way I wanted you to do it. I want you to do it like this," and then they can
yeah,
show you, and then you can pick up from there and say, "Okay, I got it now." I think for me, it's always good to have the writer. I wouldn't let the writer interfere with what the director's doing, but at least just be on set to make sure that the actors have the right character in mind, and they bring in the character out the way that the writer wrote it. You
yeah.
know what I mean? But stay away from the actual filming. Stay out of the director's way. Let the director do his thing. You sit
Right.
back here and you watch.
Yeah.
If you see the actor didn't do it the way you want to, then you can say, hold on. You can go talk to the director. Say, hold on, this wasn't the way it's supposed to be. Can you just cut
Yeah.
and just shoot another
Yeah,
shot? That
because I
way,
yeah, I definitely wouldn't wanna, like, confuse the actors, like, "What, do we have 2 directors now?" You know? So, yeah, it's a
yeah,
very
yeah.
complicated question, but, that's why I just like to write my own stuff. I just write
Right,
my
and that's fine. That's great,
Yeah,
because you're the writer, you're an actress, and you're directing. So you carry a lot of hats.
I do.
So right, and it's great because that way, if you have an actress or an actor that's doing a scene with you, you're the writer. You can say, okay, well, I'm gonna do this, but I need you to do this or react
Yeah,
this way when I do this.
yeah,
So we need to, and that way the other actor's gonna say, okay, I know exactly what she wants now.
yeah,
Because sometimes, I've gotten scripts where I read it, right? because when you write, I might read it. I read what you give me, but you may read it different or see it
Mhm.
different from I do. So your character and my character might be they might be similar, but there's gonna be a difference between mine and yours.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at this character and say, okay, I want, this is what I'm reading, and in my head, this is how this character needs to be. But when you read it, you might read it in a different way, where you say, okay, this character needs to be this way. So then when we do it, it's two different characters. So which one do you want? You want this
Right.
character or you want that character? So it's not easy. I tell people it's not acting is not easy because
No, it's
you
not.
read you
It's
read
not.
characters, and
Yeah.
I like to read. You give me a script, I'll read it. Right? You say, Victor, here's a script, and I want you to play a I want you to play. I don't know. So let's say something. I want you to play a bad guy, right? But this bad guy has a twitch, with his eye.
Mm.
You know, he twitches with his eye,
Yeah.
and he's always moving his fingers around as he talks. So, so yeah, Katie, well, let's go pick up the car over at the corner over there somewhere. So in my head, I'm like, okay, then you might be like, no, that's not the type of twig I want.
Right.
That's
That's a
not the
cool
twig I
character. I'm
want.
kind of having like some ideas for a story with that character now. I like that.
You got to pay me for that one.
I got
So when I break down a character, right,
yeah.
I read at everything. So if you say, Victor, this character you're playing is a bad guy, but he has habits. Okay, I'm gonna be like, so what are his habits? You're gonna say, well, once in a while he twitches, his neck, when he talks, or he might be biting his lips a little bit when he talks. So all that comes into play. So how are you gonna say your roles, bite your lips at the same time, and tweak? That right there is a game changer. Like, you
Right.
have to bring this out. You got to tweak. You got to bite your lip and say, hey, I'm going over here, Candy. I'm gonna kind of like hit the car, and you know what I mean. And you
Right.
got to play that character through the whole scene. It's not easy.
No, it's not easy. It's a lot of work.
You know,
It's
it's
a
not.
lot of work.
But those are the characters that people always remember.
Oh yeah.
Are the weird characters,
Oh yeah.
and I like to play those characters, the weird characters, um, and because people always remember those characters. Oh,
Oh yeah.
remember the guy with the twitch? Remember the guy with the twitch? He kept twitching his neck. How he grabbed her by her neck and he picked her up. You know,
Yeah.
so that's the thing with actors. How many films have you putting together so far?
Oh gosh, a bunch.
Yeah.
Well, my first feature film is almost done. It's called Written in the Light. That's about a college student suffering from an eating disorder. Um,
Right.
the one before that was Written in the Dark. That's a short film about
Mhm.
about her struggles, kind of the beginning stages, how she became anorexic and bulimic, and then Written in the Light focuses more on the healing process of things. Um,
Okay.
so
Okay. How about finding light? Finding the light in the darkness. Is that a true story?
it is a true story. It's a true story about
Okay.
I was working with Paul Allen at the time,
Okay.
and he asked me to
Mhm.
write this story for him, and I wrote it in a half an hour. Um, and that's based on a traumatic event that happened in his life. He originally wanted to confront the person that had harmed him, we'll say, in jail. And I thought that would be too traumatic
Right.
for him. So I decided that I would use my social work skills and have it be a therapy session between him and a therapist who Holly Anspaugh played. Um, very proud of that one. If you watch
Mm.
it, it's probably not the best thing I've done. but
Okay, I want to hold on. Give me 1 second. I want to see it. I want to see if it's called
Finding
Finding
Light
Light
in
in
the
the Darkness.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Let me see something. If I can, I want to see if I can. It won't let me. I was trying to see if it would let me play the trailer on it.
Oh, is there a
Um,
trailer for it? I don't even think there is a trailer for it.
yeah, I thought I seen something on it.
Yeah.
Um,
I know the
yeah,
short film is up somewhere. Um,
yeah. So that was based on a true story. I was watching it. Well, how about the recovery? What's that all about?
the recovery, that's so I worked on the third one, which I had someone say it was their favorite one, which made me happy.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
about this man who is addicted to drugs, and he recently lost his sister to drugs. He found her, she overdosed in the bathroom and died. So the third one is about his healing process and trying to recover from his drug addiction. Um, and he meets a girl, and they start a relationship, and she's kind of helping him through all of this, and then they have a family at the end, which is really sweet. And I actually, the monologue that Paul Allen recites, it is my favorite monologue I've ever written to this day. Every time I hear it, I get chills. I love that monologue so much. I love writing monologues. It's my favorite thing to write. But I had a lot of
Really?
fun writing that. That was fun.
That's awesome. You know, Jesus. So, do you like to write? What's your favorite generally? Do you like to write like drama, action, love stories? Like, what do you prefer to write when you
I
write
would
something?
say drama is my favorite. I like Written in the Light was probably one of the easiest stories I've ever written. I just Written in the Light and Where Lies Continue. I mean, it is kind of got some horror elements to it, but a lot of it is trauma and family dynamics and things like that. I love writing stuff like that. I love writing about grief and loss and how we handle that and how sometimes it's not always the obviously not the easiest thing to get through, like such, like Written in the Light,
Right,
healing process.
right,
Yeah, I'm focusing on the healing but the healing process can be ugly. The grieving process
right,
can be ugly. And sometimes you grieve for the rest of your life. And I like to be real with the audience,
right,
and but I like to give them hope as well, is my thing. That's why I'm so picky on the opening scene and the ending, because I want to capture people's attention in the opening, and I want the ending, I want them to be like, wow. I want them to I want them to take something away from it and learn from it and hopefully help them
right.
with whatever they're going through.
Yeah, I agree. So I like thriller too, drama too, because I'm the same way. I love I'm writing a film. It's a mob film. I'm putting together like a mob film,
That's
but
cool.
it's drama. It's drama. It's telling a story what real mobsters go through, because in our minds we be like, oh, they're bad people, they kill people, they do this, but they're human, right?
Yeah.
They're humans, and they just fell in a group where that's all they knew,
Yeah.
right? And some of them don't agree with what they do, but they have to because that's their world, right? So I'm trying to bring something where people can understand where mobsters do things for certain reasons, and some of them don't agree with what they do, but that's a different world. Like, you have to be in that world to understand what goes on in that world before you point fingers and start judging, right?
Yeah.
um because it's even though it's things that happen in that world are bad things,
Yeah.
but bad things happen in everything. We got murderers, we got serial killers, and most of these serial killers, when you dig into them, they're sick.
Yeah.
They're just sick individuals. Um, so I want to bring something with this film, like showing that okay, these people chose a bad life, but when they're with their families, they're good people. They do good to the for some communities. They give back, but when it's time to for business, this is the world that they're in.
Yeah.
You know, so that you can see the bad, you can see the good, and then the ugly.
Yeah, I'm
The
happy
very
you brought
ugly.
that up because, when I was writing Wherein Lies Continue, what I wanted to focus on is like, can we have empathy for these serial killers? Can we understand why they do what they do? And I would say mostly the answer is no, but I just
Right.
wanted to explore that. And I wanted to show, I didn't want to, at first, I wanted it to be like, oh, let's focus on the killings and the blood and the gore. But then I was just like, let's focus more on the background, why she is the way she is, because
But
I
she
feel
is
like,
exactly,
yeah, exactly. Like what created her? What,
exactly
what relationships, um, helped her get to where she is today. So
right.
that's what I focus on a lot in the first and second episode. Um, but
Mhm.
yeah, I'm happy you brought that up because that's something I definitely focus on when I write because I'm actually writing a slasher film as well. I've written 2 slasher films now, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm kind of focusing on like why are they doing this? I don't want it to just be like, oh, it's just some
Right,
guy killing random people. Like I'm like, why
right.
is he doing this?
It
Because I think
has it
that's
has to
always,
have
yeah,
right. It has to have a backstory.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and that's the great thing about being a film creator or a writer is that you bring the backstory and why this person became who they are and why they're killing or why they're where they are.
yeah,
And that's what I try to focus when I write because when I write like you would write on a notebook, right?
yeah,
I write. I don't break things down like you would on a script because I
yeah,
don't. I write it. I write the story. I write the character. I write who the character is. What does the character, if he has any, like we said earlier, he has a limp or he has a thing, twitch, whatever the case. I write out who the character is, and then I start writing what that character is gonna say. Then I
yeah,
go down to the next character, and then so I write it like that, and then I send it over to my partner, and then she reads it, and then she start breaks it down into script format because she
yeah,
has the thing to break it down, and then we go over it and then we say, okay, should we add this? No, let's take that out. We can put this later on in the story. So we go through it and she writes it for me. She kind of rewrites it the way that I have it in a more professional way. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
so so that's how I do. But I focus on those key factors, right?
yeah,
On why.
yeah,
Why is you know Heidi? Why is she the way she is?
yeah,
And why is she so dramatic? And why is she went from being dramatic to becoming a serial killer?
yeah,
You know, so what caused that? So that's what I want the people to see in the film. What
yeah,
causes it? How she transitioned from that to becoming a killer? How was her first kill? How she acted from her first kill, and and on
yeah,
and on and on.
yeah,
So
yeah. And
so
again,
that's
I
that's
think that's what drives me nuts. I feel like a lot of people don't understand like what writers have to go through. When we're like I've been thinking about this story since I was 16 years old or 15 years old actually.
mm,
And
uh-huh.
originally had it that Emma was married to the detective that was investigating her crimes, and then I met Holly
Mm,
Anspaugh, and I did a little scene from Proof with her, and I thought like, oh my gosh, I love working with her, and I thought, how about she has a sister instead? So I had to totally change up the family dynamic stuff, and I
mhm,
started writing. And I started it off with a jail scene where the sister Melanie, my name is Emma in it, and her name is Melanie. I got Beth
Mhm.
Metcalf playing her now, but in the first scene we see them talking in jail. She's interviewing me in jail, and I want everyone to be like, "Oh, what's going on? Why is she interviewing her in jail?" So it's you know, it's really cool. It's really cool.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. We're actually filming those scenes January 3rd. I cannot wait. It's gonna be so good. And the trailer will be
So
out soon too.
really, I
Yeah,
want to write something. I want to write something where there's twins, right?
twins,
Something of
do it.
twins where I was thinking, but peep the move. The twins where one is a good and one is evil. But
Ooh.
the twist to that, all that, when you watch it, is that there's a third twin. And
Oh,
no one's
triplets.
gonna see that till it gets to the middle of the scene where they're going to be about how can she be killing if she's over here? People are going to be
Right.
wondering about how they're doing that, and they don't know that there's a third twin that's like she's like the super killer. She's
Yeah.
like the top killer of both of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm thinking about writing something like that.
I like that. Call it
Yeah, you know, but triplets, but nobody sees the third
triple.
one because the third one was born. I'm gonna say like so the two twins were born, right?
Yeah.
And when they were born, you see them coming out, but you don't see the third one coming out because
Yeah.
she was minutes after the two were out.
Yeah.
So when you see, you know, in my head, when you see the two twins come out, you know, and you see the mother still in the thing, and they take and then you know the nurses take the two twins out. When they close the doors, you can hear the mother screaming again, you know, in the room, but nobody know why she's screaming. That's because she was pushed out the third twin. So nobody
Oh,
knew that,
good idea.
nobody knew there was a third. Nobody knew there was a third twin, but
Yeah.
the mother and the nurse. And because she was premature, the mother didn't want her, you know, didn't
Oh.
want the baby. So the nurse took the baby, you know. Then
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
she grew she grew up without the other sisters,
Yeah.
you know, and along the way they bumped and she was like, why I look so much like these girls? Well, I look like triplets. She starts investigating and finds out. So in the middle of that, she gets like angry that the mother threw her to the side. And that's how she becomes this killer. She wants revenge. It's gonna be crazy. I want to write something gooey and crazy.
That's really cool. I like that.
Right?
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's a my dark side.
Yeah.
So, action. What type of action movies do you like?
Oh, action movies? I'm actually not a big action movie gal, but
Really?
I mean I love like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like anything with him. I love that.
Really?
Yeah.
How about something like um uh what's his name? Rocky. What's his Sylvester Stallone?
Oh
Like
yeah,
movies
I love him too. Oh yeah.
like
Rambo, right?
Rocky, Rambo,
Yeah, Rambo. Yeah,
Rambo.
Rambo's fun.
Mhm.
Yeah. Love those
Yeah,
movies. Yeah.
movies like that. What do you think about a military film? Would you ever write a military film? Would you like to be like in the do a military? I would. That's one of the films I wanted before anything happens to me. I want to do a military film. I want to do a I want to be involved in a military film. I want to be involved in a cowboy film.
Ooh.
Um yeah, I wanted in a paranormal film,
Oh heck yeah.
and there was one more I forgot. Like a horror, like a real horror
Oh yeah.
film. Because
Yeah.
I did horror and comedy, you know. And I'm gonna I think maybe in April I'm gonna do another one in Vegas.
Oh
Hopefully if things
nice.
go right.
Yeah.
It's a slasher, like you said, it's a slasher film.
Oh
Um
nice. Love my
it's a
slasher
slasher
film.
slasher comedy. Um,
That's cool.
yeah. So
Yeah.
those
Yeah,
those are films.
military, I'm actually a military brat. My dad is in the military,
Wow.
so yeah, I was born in Iceland. My mom's Icelandic. So my parents
Yeah.
met when my dad was stationed in Iceland. So that would be kind of cool to write a military style film someday. I think I could do something like that.
Yeah. You got your father to give you some
Oh yeah.
ideas.
Oh yeah,
You
definitely.
know,
Yeah.
I would love to definitely play in a military film.
Oh, you could totally
Um,
do that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Or like a biker's film. Um,
Yeah.
I want to do like a biker. I did one. That my first film was a biker. I played a biker. I had my own bikers back in the days, a
That's
couple years
cool.
ago, and I played the biker. In Don Hazel the Gangster. I played like a lead role too there.
Oh wow,
So
cool.
so I played that. I've played like this. I played the bad guys type roles. I played a agent, like an agent. I played a human trafficker.
Oh, that must have been
I
scary.
played I played a gangster.
Yeah.
Um, I played a juror where, I played a juror. But I want to expand my talent because I know I can do more. You know how they say since some people got it, like when they're on
Mm,
camera, they got it. Like
yeah.
I'm not that type of guy. Like I go, you say, this is who you are, that's who I am, and just give me the script and I play the role. You
Yeah.
know, and I guess I was gifted that way. I'm a cameragetic. I love the camera. I'm always on the camera, so it's not like I'm afraid of the camera. You know,
Mm.
actually, I kind of look good in front of the camera. But anyway,
I look okay.
ah,
I think I scare
so uh,
Go on.
I flatter myself sometimes. I tell you. So, I love it. I love it. Something I wanted to do when I was young. Right? We all
Yeah.
have dreams when we was young,
Oh yeah.
and I've always said I'm gonna be either a musician or I'm gonna be an actor.
Mm.
And I tried musician. I wrote some music, whatever, nothing crazy. It didn't work for me. I said, let me get into the industry and filming. But when I was doing that, I was watching like Tom Arnold, Robert Lozado, Bay Lane, with the movie The Crow, when she did the movie The Crow. Tom Arnold when he did it with Steven Seagal. And, I grew up watching those actors. And to finally do a film with them in it, it was like, oh my God, I got it. I done
Oh
it. I'm
yeah.
good. So um to see them as a kid and to be able to be an adult now and be able to work with them side
Oh
by side
yeah.
in a film was, listen, girl, it was
Can't
it
imagine.
was mind blowing. It was
Yeah.
mind blowing for me
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
multiple people like that, and
That's amazing. Yeah.
it just gave me a boost.
I have Beatrice Buckley from Nightmare on Elm Street 5,
Mm,
Amanda Kruger herself
nice.
playing my aunt, and Where Lives Continue. And I mean, it's going to be amazing to finally meet, like, not only meet her, but work with her. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I've been watching that movie since I was a kid. So it's going to be,
Right?
it's going to be weird. I'm like, what? And she's so
What?
nice. It's going to be crazy.
Yes.
It's gonna be crazy. I mean, I love that. It was actually my favorite one when I was a kid. So I was like, wow, I still can't believe I'm gonna be working with her. So and that might lead to something else. Who knows? I'm just really excited about the process and all the because you never know what's gonna come up. You never know how
Right.
your film is gonna turn out and the people you're gonna meet. It's a lot of fun. Films are like
So where
huh?
where 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 do you work out of? Do you work like when you filming? Are you in like Iceland? Are you out there?
Oh, I'm
Country?
in Indiana.
Indiana.
I moved away from Iceland in 2005, so it's been a long time.
Indiana.
Yeah, I'm in
Indiana
Bloomington,
Jones.
Indiana. Yeah, I take advantage of my parents' house. Thanks, guys. We actually filmed. We filmed the proof of concept in their basement.
That's great.
And I
That's
just try.
great. That's great.
Yeah, I just try to find locations. My friend Tammy is gonna let us use her house. So I try my best to find locations anywhere I can, and that's always the hardest part. But and then my friend
Yeah.
Rob, he's got this jail that he films in. And I was like, well, that's perfect for the jail scene. So it's all
Yeah.
about luck and asking questions and networking. People will
That's
always.
it. People, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
networking.
That's
It's all about
that,
networking.
that's definitely what it is.
Yeah,
And it's you have to be out there. I tell people all the time, you have to get out of your comfort zone
yeah.
if this is what you want to do, and
Oh,
you got
yeah.
to risk. You got to take risks and sacrifices to get where you want to get, to meet people. I tell people all the time, I know people because I take trips, I take sacrifices, I take chances to go
Yeah.
to events,
Yeah.
to premieres. I go to red
Yeah.
carpets in Hollywood where I meet certain people and I talk and I collaborate, introduce myself, and some opportunities sometimes do come, sometimes
Mhm.
they don't. But at least I know people, I get to meet people, some I
Yeah.
can work with or some I can bring on my show. To me, it works either way.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so people get to know me. I'm known pretty well.
That's
Out in LA, Vegas, people know who I am. I'm known pretty much around, because I've been doing this for a long time.
yeah.
Uh,
Let them know
but I'm
about Heidi Mikac films here in Bloomington, Indiana.
Indiana. Here we come, baby. Indiana in the building.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get it popping. Okay. Craig
Yeah.
Hobbs is somewhere. Craig Hobbs was here. Where's he at? Okay, there we go. Craig Hobbs. You know, we shout out to Craig Hobbs. Great guy. Also a filmmaker. Um, so yeah, so what what advice what advice would you give anyone that would want to be in your shoes? What advice would you give them to get into this industry?
Well, a lot. Well, like we were saying before, definitely network with people, meet people.
Mhm.
Don't give people too much power over your work. That's the big thing. I've had people steal scripts from me, and protect your writing. Please, for the love of God, copyright your stuff. I mean, even that doesn't stop people, but at least it's copyrighted. Um, um, and find people that are going to be loyal to you, which is very difficult in this industry for sure. But loyalty is really number one. Um, and just if one door closes, don't give up, because I swear to you, another door will open. Even if you feel like you've lost everything, you've lost all your friends, you've lost your crew, whatever, there will always be other people that are going to help you and want to see you succeed. You got to stick with the people that want to see you succeed. Do not stick with the people that just have big egos and just want to ride on your back without giving you any of the credit. And that is probably the biggest lesson that I've learned, is that there are a lot of people out there that don't want to see you succeed. They just want to succeed by themselves. I want to be around people that want to see everyone succeed. I want to see
Amen.
succeed.
I thought I was the
Yeah,
only one thinking like this.
yeah,
Thank you so much for coming on the show, because I say that all the time.
yeah. That's the big thing. That's the big thing. I
Yeah.
mean, even like, there's a lot of people, they're like, look down on like being like an extra, and I'm like, dude, being an extra is amazing, because I can get to know you. I get to see how
Mhm.
you act. I get to see how you
Yeah.
are on set, how professional you are. And I mean, I don't know how many times like I've had an extra that I'm like, I really want you in my film. I like audition for this, so just get out there, even if you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not getting any parts, like just take advantage. If you see that like someone like me needs extras, come to set so
Yeah.
that I can get to know you and you can learn
Yeah.
the film industry a little bit, the indie
Right.
film industry. So yeah, don't ever think that like, you're failing just because, you're not getting these like huge roles or whatever. It'll come. You just got to be patient. I mean, I didn't get into film until I was, here I am in my 30s, and I've been wanting to be in film since I was like 5 years old. So, it'll take a while, but
Yeah.
once
That's
see that
right.
door opens that you've been waiting for, I'm telling you guys, I mean, it's the doors are going to keep opening. You just got to keep going and, having faith and just keep working.
Right.
There's a lot of people
Yeah.
that have betrayed me and backstabbed me, but I just keep working. That's all I can do.
That's right.
They
Amen
do
to
their
that.
thing. I'll do
Amen.
my, yeah, yeah.
And the good thing about this is that age is not a limit here in this
No.
industry.
Mm-mm.
You
No.
you get jobs no matter how old you are. You can get a job. You can get a job. As long as you know what you're doing, you put your best foot forward, and you talk to the right people. Like
Yeah.
you can get extras. You can be an extra, and extra actually is kind of cool because extra you can see what's going on. You can learn from the best actors or the actors, and you can learn by seeing how they operate, how they move, how things are done.
Yeah.
And when you get that opportunity, you'll be kind of ready because you've seen and you've been around. So you know, I've for me, I haven't been an extra. I've been lucky enough to been given roles just because through my show and people that like you
Yeah.
that came on my show that I directed show. You know what? I got this film and I see you fit right with this character, and it offered me a position, and that's how I've been getting my roles. Like I haven't really auditioned in anything. I just got lucky like that, and people's like, "Yo, you got this character I'm looking for. I'm gonna send you the script. If you like it, let me know." So that's how I've gotten my roles. But it doesn't mean that I'm not. I won't have to um, go there and try to get a role. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? That I might want, but I don't have to, go there and send in a reel or something. Um, and if you don't want to do that, then become a writer, director, do your own
That's what
thing.
I'm saying. I mean, I wasn't getting the roles that I wanted, so I was like, I'll just write my own damn films. I'll just write my own characters. And another thing
Yes,
about
and
extras too, I mean, extras really make the movie. Like Written in the Light, there's a restaurant scene. That scene would be nothing without the extras. The extras are what
I-
made that scene so cool. I'm so
yeah,
grateful for everybody that helps me out and comes on set. Whether you're an extra or you just want to kind of help out or whatever. I mean, it's so appreciative. And again, it's awesome getting to know people and seeing like what other doors will open for them.
right, right. And being an extra, folks, you're just important.
Hmm.
Don't think you're not.
Oh yeah,
Just like she said, Dexter, if it ain't for you guys, it won't be done.
yeah.
Because
They make the scene. They really do.
right, right. Some scenes it's okay not to have an extra because you don't need an extra. But most of the time, most of the film, you need extras to do that
Oh yeah,
background thing or walking by or moving something, in the cabinet or in the library, moving around. You need
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, bring the
You
scene to
know,
life, especially like a restaurant scene, it's
yeah,
like I like
exactly.
to
Restaurants.
yeah, yeah,
Or even on the street, even if you're on the sidewalk, you want people crossing the
yeah,
road or waiting for the bus or
yeah.
collaborating with somebody, talking to somebody in the car, like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah,
Hey, you're gonna take
it's
me right
fun.
over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of camera time. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I always make sure my extras get camera time. Always. I might even give them a line. You never know. That happened in Written in the Light. I needed someone to play the server, and this one girl, she was like, "I'll do it," and she got to
Yeah.
have some lines in it. So you never know. You never know what doors will open up for you as an extra.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
That's great. So you're out in Indiana. That's great.
Yep.
Indiana.
Yep.
You never know where I might land up.
Right.
Yeah.
You're all over the
I
world.
said, Eddie, I'm in Indiana. If I'm out here. Okay. So
Yeah.
it's great. I'm very happy that everything's going great for you. I'm happy that you're putting people to work and giving them opportunities.
Yeah.
I think that's very, very nice of you to do. And people, sometimes it's not even about the money. Okay,
No.
it's about exposure. It's
Yeah.
about putting yourself out there because you got to crawl before you walk.
Oh yeah.
And in this industry, you know, um, there's people that do 5, 6, 10 movies and haven't even got a paycheck,
Yeah.
but they're exposed. Their face is getting out there. They're getting more exposure. People starting to know who they are, and
Yeah.
till you get that big shot.
Yeah.
But keep pushing, keep putting yourself out there. Get those, footages out there. Get them reels out there.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Yeah.
you know, and the more movies you're in, even the better it is because you got that to back you up. You can put that on IMDb,
Yeah.
for credits.
Oh yeah.
So even you have better chance of getting a role,
Yeah.
um, because you got experience behind you.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
so yeah, so I admire you that you're doing that, and I want to thank Craig Hobbs for introducing you to me. I want to thank you for coming on the show and giving me your time to talk about your experience in your filming. Is there anything else you want to tell us?
Yeah, just a few things. If you guys could go to my YouTube channel, Heidi Mikac Films. It's Heidimikc, and please subscribe so you can stay up to date with what I'm doing. You can add me on Facebook, whatever, Instagram. My film Written in the White will be coming out soon. I'm hoping to get it on Tubi. Gonna get into some film festivals and things like that first, but please check out the trailer for that and stay tuned for the trailer and proof of concept for Wherein Lies Continue. And the Indiegogo will launch January 10th for that. So any help I can get there would be very appreciated. I'm gonna have a lot of really cool perks on there.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Oh
That's
yeah,
great. That's good to know.
yeah,
That's good to know.
yeah,
Yeah. So also too in April we have another slash film out
yeah.
in Vegas with Nicole Vegas and Sean C. Phillips. There will be some perks out for the film.
Mhm.
So just stay tuned for that. I think in January Nicole will be putting out the Indiegogo stuff. So if you guys want to be a part of the film, there's opportunities. Okay, so yeah, so I want to thank you, Heidi, for coming on the show. Thank you so much. You're always welcome. If you got something that you always want to promote, you want to talk about, reach out to me. You're more than welcome to come here. We talk about it. We can promote it and stuff. And anything that I can do for you, you know, I'm just a phone call away or text away.
Yeah, that'd be amazing to come on sometime after I film the jail scenes when the Indiegogo is going to come up soon. So I would love to be
Yeah,
back on. I had a lot of fun.
yeah. Just let me know when the film's done. We can bring it here. We can show it. We can
Okay.
put the trailer up. Show the
Yeah.
trailer. Whatever
Yeah.
you
I
want to
want to.
do.
I
Yeah.
want to be able to show everyone the trailer when it's out. So that would be a lot of fun.
Okay, awesome. That's
Awesome.
amazing. So, any shout outs before we go?
My dude Creighton Hobbs, thank you so much. He has been such a big supporter of mine. He's been so nice. He's just been such a light in some dark days that I've had. So thank you so much, Creighton. You've been a really good friend.
Yes, he's amazing. He's been on my show a couple of times, and I love me some humble people. You
Oh
know,
yeah, he's the most
uh,
humble guy I've ever met.
yeah, he's humble. He's sweet. He's very very kind. And he's also give people opportunities as
Yeah.
well to be part of his films. So I look at that in people.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
you know, when they got good hearts like that.
Yeah. Look
And
for the
Craig is
people that are gonna build you up, not tear you down. That's what I always say.
exactly, and you're gonna have those times where you're not gonna get opportunities.
Yeah.
Some people just don't want to give people opportunities,
Yeah.
but that's okay. Don't
Yeah.
let that discourage you. One, like Heidi said, one door closed, two or three are open.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Always. That's been my experience for sure.
I had places where people didn't want to give me opportunities, right?
Yeah.
And when they saw my acting on other films, then
Yep.
they wanted to call me and say, "Hey," I was like, "Nah, I'm all set." Then
Oh yeah,
no,
I
I
did
don't
the
want.
same thing. Yeah, like no,
I don't
I'm
want it.
films. Bye.
I don't want it now. You didn't
Well,
believe in me then. Why you believe in me now? Get out of here. Beat it.
yeah, for real. Bye.
Yeah. So yeah. So thank you so much, Heidi. I
No,
appreciate you. Have a good night. Have a blessed weekend, and have a good holidays, you and your family. And
you too, man.
I'll
Happy
talk to you.
holidays.
Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Ciao. Yes, folks. That was Heidi, Micah, um, filmmaker, award winner, actress, and producer out of Indiana. She's amazing. You can follow her on YouTube. You can subscribe, follow her on Facebook. I want to thank Craig Hobbs for making this possible for me. He's amazing. Big shout out to Sarah Russell, also here in the building. Shout out to everyone here that tune in and show love. I appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. And stay tuned. I got some more people coming here on the show. Um, Jonathan Holbrook we rescheduled that to a later day. He had things to do, so he won't be on tonight. But we'll let you know when he's coming on. I got some other people to try to schedule here on the show. And yeah, and you guys have a good night, have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm gonna let y'all go with peace, love, respect. Y'all know the vibe. It's your boy Swag in the building. I'm out of here. Let's go.